Take my... Oh shit. 7 days of straight ramblings and bamblings about stuff that make you want to blow your brains out and try something different. Like listening to a different podcast. You may not like the truth, but we don't care. Because as some internet troll said to me, if I sugarcoated that, you'd eat it too. Now let's get right into the... Nope, that's Keemstar's thing. Don't want to say the N-word. Stuck on what to say here. Oh, right. They all started in 2015 with the... the feminist outbreak started in 2015. Back in the 1920s, I think it was warranted for women's suffrage to vote and be seen as equals to get better paying jobs. But now it's unwarranted. Women have all they want. They have money, a job, a house. My mom's an independent woman, and she doesn't need a man, so why are you guys so oppressed? Is the real question. Oh shit! Sorry, almost dropped my iPad. I'm just wondering, why do you say you're oppressed when there are people in Africa and Saudi Arabia women getting their genitals cut off? Clitoris or some shit. I don't know the female anatomy very well. So yeah. They constantly say how the wage gap is bullshit, even though it was proven false and debunked multiple times. Honestly, I want to go into the mall and be like, hey, who thinks the wage gap is real? And then somebody'd walk up to me and be like, I think the wage gap is bullshit. And I'd be like, really? How much money you want? And I'd give them $1 and be like, oh, look, $1, not 78 cents. And then there's transgendered people who think that there are multiple genders other than the two that we had, that God gave us. I know God is kind of a touchy subject, but point is, there are dumbasses out there, I'm sorry, excuse my French, who are all like, there are 1 million genders. You could be bi-gender, racial gender, something gender, toaster gender. And I'm sitting here wondering with my thumb up my ass, what on earth are you people smoking? Because I want none of your crack. I got my heart broke by a transgendered person. Only time I had confidence to talk to a woman. Wasn't a woman. It was a man. Transgendered people. Cock blocking you since 2015. To be honest, my theory is, I think transgender people are just people who think they're special because they identify as something different and really have no superpowers. Everybody thinks they're special when really we're all just people trying to make it in the world. Alright, my podcast is running low on film, so I'm gonna wrap this up and edit these together at the end. So, yeah, I'll talk to you as soon as I can get this. What's oh shit that's going so fast? Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. This is going too fast, I feel. Alright, we're back. Hope you're enjoying this. So yeah, got my heart broke by a transgendered person. Debunked lesbians. Not lesbians, they're fine. Debunked what's it's called? Oh yeah, feminist bullshit. I'm kind of like not a liberal, none of that now. Just, I don't know what I am. I don't pick politics. Well, I'm just here to... Oh, and another thing. I'm extremely lonely. I don't have a girlfriend, nor do I have... What's it called? Oh, yeah. Well, I have one friend, but he's moving to Virginia. Not gonna say names. Oh, fuck, I want some moonshine. When I turn 21, that would be great. Point is, he's moving away. And I'm not going to have anybody to talk to, which is why I have imaginary friends, and I talk to them like a crazy person, because I have nothing better to do with my time spent on this earth other than talk to imaginary people that aren't there. just to have fun and to feel like I'm actually alive, even though that's a sign of being a sociopath and turning into a one-dimensional, horrible, autistic person. Not that autistic people are horrible, just that they have bad trouble with socializing. Now let's talk about celebrities. Donald Trump used to be a celebrity on The Apprentice, but now he's the president. He's bullshitting stuff with tariffs in Mexico, and kind of racist, kind of divided the whole damn nation. Then you got, Miley Cyrus actually cleaned herself up by settling down and getting married. So and grew her hair out. Still got a flat ass though. She tried twerking on Ellen. She cleaned herself up though, so that's good. No more relapsing and daddy issues, am I right? And, pot has been legalized in Joliet, Illinois in general, from J.B. Pritzker signing the bill, meaning we are all, and I mean all, at the age of 21 allowed to go to the dispensary, get some pot, smoke that shit. Now parents, you're probably thinking, I don't want my baby getting poisoned with evil devil grass. Well, what if I told you all that propaganda you heard was all made to disrupt political parties in the 1940s and raid their homes and pillage their livelihood, when really it's a scapegoat and it's also a scapegoat because a politician said, Mexicans smoke marijuana. Hey, racist mob, marijuana makes Mexicans thirst for white blood. Eventually, this propaganda campaign against marijuana made it illegal. And now we have to get it from the street not knowing if it's laced or not. Along with the fact that above the age of 25, with water, in moderation, it is perfectly okay. Because 25 is not 21. 25 is when the brain stops developing. Just giving you a little science. I'm running out of tape again, so I'll talk to you about this shit soon, later, and after this. Alright, so yeah, I'll talk to the rest. Oh shit, that's going so fast. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh shit, that's going so fast. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. This is going too fast, I feel. Alright, we're back. Hope you're enjoying this. Oh shit, that's going so fast. Dashing. So yeah, we're back talking about the legalization of pot in Joliet. My idea is, as long as you smoke it above the age of 25 in moderation with a little glass of water and maybe some snacks, you should be good and sleep it off and you'll be happy. Most people's argument is, I don't want a brain surgery and killing me being high on pot. I think as long as we interview people on what job they're taking, they should be fine. So, let's say you're a frickin' Subway worker, and I mean, as long as you wake and bake on your days off and get high when you go home from work, you should be fine. And most parents think it's just shit. Conspiracy theory alert! Today, we will be talking about the election hacking with Russia and how they were bribed. Yeah, I mean, we can't sneak diss Russia, but mentioning a sneak diss is pretty much as bad as a sneak diss. Point being, Russia is on with some shady shit with the election. And when Hillary Clinton deleted her emails, either she didn't know how to frickin' work emails, right? Or, hear this out, the FBI got rid of her investigation on some shady inside job shit. Yeah, makes you chill just thinking about it. Now, I don't know how to, play music on this thing. I want to be like a DJ. Well, I'm just gonna have to talk. So, we don't have sponsors or anything. It's very sad. Speaking of sad, depression is a thing that affects the entire United States, even other countries. And most people turn a blind eye to it. I feel like I have some form of depression. Self-diagnosed, sure, but I don't know. I constantly feel like life sucks. I hope you all know that millions of people die from this without the proper treatment, and that if we were to unite together and actually put it towards a good cause, it could help. And somebody said to me, speaking of good causes, this is kind of bullshit actually, because one person said they've wanted to cure cancer since the 1920s, but canned food and carcinogens are giving us cancer at an alarming rate compared to the 1920s. But now, what do you think they're doing with that money? Do you think they're, I don't know, actually using it to cure cancer? Or just is funding zero-G swinger parties in a space station while growing genetically modified weed grass with our tax dollars? So yeah. And I don't have any callers or guests or nothing. Maybe when I get more famous or get somebody to agree to it, I'll bring somebody on. Well, I'm running out of tape again, so I'm gonna have to edit this together all at the end. Hope you're enjoying this podcast so far of me talking about bullshit. Oh shit, that's going so fast, Dashing. Oh shit, that's going so fast, Dashing. We're back. Hope you're enjoying this podcast. Now, let's talk about something. I mentioned in one of my earlier scrapped podcasts about my sexuality. I am completely open to the fact of being bisexual. I support gay rights and transgender people as long as they don't believe there are multiple genders. 2 is the limit, bruh. You can have either one, you can take surgeries, but for God forbid you identify as a biracial polygender. That's not even a fucking thing. Sorry, I got pissed off. And there's been this guy called Majira Strawberry. He's a furry, he's gay, and he has a nice ass. I just want to meet him one day. And the first thing I'm going to do is tell him, can I get a hug and a selfie? I'm not going to ask him anything weird. And then say, that's all I wanted, cool. And then fuck off. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. A hug and a selfie. There. If I did that, I'd be happy. And he has to be in his fursuit. I don't care if it's the new or old one. Oh shit, I forgot to talk about furries. Yeah, so I guess that's a kind of a setup. So some people don't know what a furry is. I hate explaining it to new people, so I'll tell you. Basically, it's people who enjoy anthropomorphic animals from Zootopia or other ones, and they draw them, animate them, and dress up as them in their persona that they draw, which is them as a different person, but it's an animal. And they go to cons and live a creative lifestyle. But some people are all like, oh my god, they fuck each other in the suits, don't they? There has to be some sort of kink. Well, I have to be honest with you. Some furries actually do that. I looked it up and it was disgusting. But to be honest, I don't think you should get your furry information from Pornhub. How about trying a more reliable source like a furry from the fandom? Like me, Stormy Wolf or some other guy, I don't know. Maybe even Majira. Or Kiwi Fox or Pineapple Fox. There's a lot of fruit-themed animals. Holy shit. Anyway, and yeah, lots of furries do that, but I don't. Never have. Whatever the hell, fursuits are a waste of money in my opinion, because the dealer dens or whatever the hell where you get them from scam you for all your money. $7,000 to dress up as an animal? I think I'd rather make my own, and that'd probably cost even more. It's a scam, cashing in on people all over the world. I'm better off staying unsuited, unfurred. You've heard it here first, folks. Not all furries are about fucking in suits. Some furries are about hugging and, well, cuddling, sure, but it's nothing sexual. Oh shit, looks like we're running out of tape again. Oh boy, sure does it feel good to have this podcast. Alright, we're almost out of tape. Oh shit, that's going so fast, Asher. We've talked about furries, politics, celebrities. Now, I already saw this on the news, but I wanted to inform people about the Fairlife dairy scandal. It's for milk only, so they don't, and dairy, but I don't think they have any meat, which is good, because, I still eat meat, but I don't like it. It makes me feel guilty when I think about the animals that have been slaughtered. Doesn't mean I won't eat it, though. Oh yeah. And, basically the cows were being abused, getting kicked, pushed, and roughly handled just to get milk. The undercover worker was able to show this to the public, and even document drug use of cocaine and marijuana. Marijuana not being a bad thing, but I wouldn't want a high guy handling a frickin' cows. Point is, they pulled that shit off of the jewel shelves, and it upsets me, because I wanted to try their chocolate milk. Now I realize that maybe not the best option. Alright, I gotta think of a catchphrase. Maybe I should get, like, a different personality, like, DJ Pencaps, DJ Three Dog. Remember Three Dog from Fallout 4? He was all like, "You're listening to Galaxy News Radio. This is Three Dog. Oh!" Like, that was fun. Speaking of howling, I love howling. Like, I guess that's, like, sometimes when I'm see the moon, I'll howl at it. It's just fun. I don't know. I'm running out of shit to talk about. Maybe I should cut the podcast early. We're gonna take a vote. There's nobody to vote with. Well, oh shit, I got a new one. Fortnite. Alright, I'm almost out of tape, but I think I can summarize it. PUBG clone, pay to win, boring, repetitive, addictive for little kids, credit card stealing feckers. What else does it summarize? Cancer. I got in my room, I got this, the pink bear from Fortnite, but I just wanted it because I thought it looked cute. I kind of want to. Oh fuck! That was a well-timed burp. I would have said something stupid. Got indigestion. I'm gonna get some water. Just stay there. Hope you guys are enjoying this podcast where I talk about random shit. There's a news, and you may or may have not heard, unless you were living under a rock. There's a new country song, which I would hardly call country. Old Town Road, talking about riding horses and living like a rock star, when really, Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings, Ed Bruce, and who else? And Johnny Cash are country legends, and you should not tarnish the name by making something that was used for TikTok thoughts to get dick on FarmersOnly.com. What's up? We've talked about furries. Hey, what's up? We're back. This is the final podcast bit. Yeah, TikTok. What a thing. You probably heard me talking about it, but I'll say it again because we were running low on tape. So I'll say it. Old Town Road is not real country because Willie Nelson, Tammy Wynette, Ed Bruce, Waylon Jennings, and Johnny Cash are real country. Not pop country with sequin-wearing frat boys who don't know how to play a damn guitar. But I do listen to country gold. It's not exactly the kind of country I'd listen to. I found out about classic country from GTA 5 and GTA San Andreas. K-Rose and Rebel Radio were both great, even though people say, Legends play San Andreas, babies play V or 5. And I'm like, come on. Can't we just enjoy a game? Maybe I'll have to play San Andreas to see what all the fuss is about. And apparently, I'm sorry, can you hear that better? Shit. I think we're running low on juice. Anyway, so yeah. Basically, a new song has circled around, which you probably heard of if you listen to a country radio or music choice on a frickin' TV, like some weird person would do in a mental hospital. But it's Old Town Road. It's not real country. It's about riding a horse on an old town road and living like a rock star with Gucci on your hat and Wrangler on your booty. And it's like so dumb. And it's so dumb. Because it's overplayed. And every time I load up YouTube, there's a TikTok ad saying I with some girl dressed up like a freaking farm girl was dancing to that song. When I think Old Town Road is just for TikTok thoughts who dress up is not real country, and it's for TikTok thoughts who dress up as country girls that aren't real country girls just so they can get dick on farmersonly.com and are horny and thirsty as fuck. TikTok use isn't cool. I only go on there for the furries because I'm part of the fandom. Every time I go on there, I feel automatically full of cancer. Automatically. I want to download TikTok and dress up with my cowboy hat, which I have one, because I bought it before Old Town Road, because I like cowboy hats. And then hold up a sign saying, and then maybe a flannel jacket and some jeans, and say, and hold up a sign saying, because every TikTok video has to have a stupid sign, and say, Old Town Road sucks, so here's classic country, for as long as the video will let me record. Doesn't that sound better? Like, introducing a whole generation of people who just do nothing but go on the internet and TikTok to an actual frickin' country song instead of Old Town Road, and actually look good doing it. Actually, that's a little narcissistic, because to be honest, I think I could just, like, chill. You know? Point is, we're out of tape, and I hope you enjoyed this Sunday's podcast, coming to you from June 9th, 2019. Hey, what's up?